Hello. I do believe we're live-ish. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll find out if we are live. Or no dead person can rap like this. I'm self-aware, dead and don't care. Eat a bear, eaten by a bear. Whoa, hey there.
Hey there, bear.
Hey there, bear.
What's going on, man?
Man.
Why are we doing the show?
Because
we already did a show.
I know.
We released the show today.
Well, because it's Tuesday night.
And we're
all
doing
things
another
being equal,
fucking show.
Fucking, I'm addicted to shows, man.
God damn it.
I can't stop. I got one taste of them sweet. All right, there we go. I'm going to let the chat tell us whether or not we sound right. I got a taste of that sweet, awesome OBS bot camera. And now, man, y'all got any more of them live
Brian
streams?
came to my house today to be like, so you want to do a show?
I mean, kind of.
Does he want to do a show, though? I mean, I know we already did a show, but he's about to do another show.
I'm just saying. Well, I don't know. It just seems like maybe a show. Oh, you know what? I bet the YouTube link is unlisted.
Oh.
There we go.
You better list it.
I'm going to take us public.
Is your refrigerator running? You better list it.
What?
We sound echoey. Sounds like it's going through onboard mics.
Uh-oh. Do we have the wrong mics?
We just might. It might not be out of the board. It might be like a setting thing.
Let's see. Oh. Let's see. Audio microphone.
Deedle doodle beedly doo.
There we go. How's that? Did we fix it?
Yo. Yeah, that looks like sound waves.
It's me, Soundwave.
Yeah.
I serve Megatron.
How about this, everybody? Can you hear me? Am I on the right mic now? Am I micing it right? Because when we're on the mic, we're on the mic right. No.
What? People are saying no?
No.
What do you mean they're saying no?
We're not on the right mic. Still sounds echoey.
Wait, what?
No siree bob cattails.
How can that be?
Science is still looking for an answer. Double bubble.
Oh, this is the virtual device stuff from the remote desktop.
Oh.
Do you remember how this was fixed before, Ryer?
I mean, no.
Oh, well, damn it. All right, wait here. Let me try. I don't know what that means. So, yeah, we did add a layer of complexity with the remote desktop stuff. So, and what is being fed to us? So here, if I hit mute, okay, so I'm going to keep talking, but I'm going to hit this thing, and you guys can tell me if I go mute, even though I'm still talking. I'm still talking. I'm still talking. I'm still talking. I never stopped talking, but now I'm talking. When I'm hitting the button, the question is, when I hit the button, does it go away? That's the question. The question is if it goes quiet when I'm talking.
We're double.
With the way I'm talking.
Oh, no.
Oh, I see.
We're in trouble.
Check. I don't see. How about now? Do you guys hear this?
Uh-oh, think we got it. We got it.
Oh, I added 2 copies of the microphone. I was so helpful.
I added 2 copies of the microphone. What'd Brian do?
Yep.
He
I
added
fixed
2
it.
copies of the microphone.
That's what I did.
I'm going to ask you this, chat. Is anyone else singing nonsense lyrics? Because Beck, back in the day, great artist singing nonsense lyrics. Red Hot Chili Peppers, great band, hit band singing nonsense lyrics. These lyrics didn't make any sense. They just kind of rhymed. She's fine, full vanilla. That lady is a Magilla gorilla. Didn't make any sense. You had no idea what the hell. Wasn't exactly painting a picture, but it was a hit. Is anyone doing that these days? Hi, co-host. Is anybody doing that these days? Is anybody singing nonsense lyrics? I guess I don't know. I mean, I guess I was expecting somebody in the chat room to be like, "Yeah, it's the professors or something." I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting to learn a new band, but I didn't learn anything. Remember, you know how like Beck? I mean, he sang like a lot of like words that made sense later in his career, but especially through his like first 2 albums or 3 albums, he would just kind of sing nonsense lyrics, like.
You know where that came from, right?
No, where?
He worked at. Come on, baby. Come on. A little bit farther. A little bit farther. That's right. That's right. Oh, that's right. Oh, come on. You know you want to. Come on. What's up? What are you doing? Oh, wait. Your guy's looking for you. Oh.
Hi. Hey, buddy. Hey. I see you.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
I see you. There we go.
Yeah.
We should definitely remember not to set faces until we are like locked.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how much is being poked at. Like, in my experience, like it'll go wonky, and then you'll go back. You're like, oh, it's broken. And you're like, I'll get to it later. And by the time I get to it later, it eventually has figured it all out.
Yeah.
But we have multiple vectors because we have us reacting to stuff in the moment, and then we also have the human operators. Hey, look at that. Yeah, this all works.
I think so.
Yep. The only thing making it brighter would do. I'm just astonished at how well this works in the low light.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, and
I feel
then
like we
now,
should be doing a master class.
So are we? Yeah, there we go. We're able to see both chats.
Yeah.
Totally fine. That's the kind of thing you say when things are not totally fine.
No. All right. So what's the game plan of this stream? That's what John wants to know in the YouTube chat.
Well, here, the only thing that I don't want to take time to do is to set up music and stuff. So I'm going to invest just a couple more seconds, and I'm going to scat all of the music.
You're going to scat it.
Yeah. This is a purely scatological podcast now. Unlike before.
Yeah.
Now we're going full scat, man.
No, I was told very explicitly that there was some things I could not talk about.
I don't know. There we go. A little bit brighter. Yeah. Oh, look at that. What do you think? Does it look like we got some bright ideas? Some bright ideas. And then I'll just scoot this ever so slightly, and then we're done. For reals.
For realsies?
For realzos. Now that, yeah. It may not look like it, but it's gonna calm down. It's gonna calm down the shot. I swear.
Settle her out.
Okay,
settle her down.
Maybe I'll just turn this.
Yeah, you're a little shiny. You shine too close to the sun.
There we go. All right, I trust it.
Remember the video of the lady burying her feces?
I don't.
No, I don't.
But I do look forward to rediscovering a bunch of videos.
Me too.
I'm excited about bringing back that aspect. Fair Use Journalism Podcast. All right, here. I'll tell you what. Go ahead and okay. Just count us in, and then tell me when you hit record.
Okay. I'm gonna hit record on 1. 3, 2, 1.
John.
Welcome, everybody. Oh, get out your pens and bang them until the neighbor complains. Because it's going to be a great night. I'm Brian Brushwood. Joined as always by my BFF, formerly of OAK, now in SA, not sexual assault, but South Austin, Justin Robert Young.
Oh, hey, it's me, the host of Politics, in this increasingly recursive and confusing bit that we started with. I'd like to introduce an improv game called Hall of Mirrors. It's where we just keep repeating each other.
Why are we doing this show?
Okay. Well, might as well face it, I'm addicted to streams.
We did a show Saturday.
Yes.
Normally, the best thing about doing a live show is that you get a Tuesday free.
Yeah.
And then who comes sneaking around my door this morning? Brian Brushwood. And what is he asking for? Hey, come work on your day off. Come do another show.
Hey, man.
And I couldn't stay away. I couldn't stay away.
You know what done did it was two things. First of all, I got a road gig that I need to test these cameras again for, because I'm going to use these on stage in Florida.
Oh, you're bringing them out to the live show gig,
the show is Scam School Live.
Damn.
Yeah.
And so you're gonna get a Gal Dern episode out of it one way or another, huh?
Yep. I already called ahead. I talked to him today, and they've got a Blackmagic ATEM board, and they've got HDMI inputs out the wazoo. And I said, well, here's what's going to happen. Instead of just a 45 minutes of my most polished material with some filler to get me over an hour so I could collect that sweet paycheck, guess what you're going to get, my friends? You're going to get that same 45 tight minutes plus 30 minutes of Scam School Live, which normally I could never do on stage because, look at the coins and the puzzles and the whatnot and so on. Mm-hmm. Not no more. Now I come rolling up with my 45 in one bag, in my one checked luggage, and the other one could be filled with foam and bots and tripods. So I'm going to show up, blop, blop, bloop, set it up. They're going to be able to live switch. And also I'll be recording everything so I can make an episode out of it. Mm-hmm. And then, so now they're going to get the full show. So now it's going to be like an hour 10, hour 15 long show. And in the middle, they're going to get like, instead of lying about my grandfather teaching me this card trick, I'll be doing a scam school, Scam Nation. Yeah, Scam School. That's the name of the channel. A Scam School episode. Yeah. And then, and it'll be live on stage, and the video will be fucking awesome. But in order to do all that, we have to understand how they work.
Gotcha. And that's why we're doing this.
Yeah. Also, I mean, if I was going to get everything going and do cord killers, what am I going to do with the rest of my Tuesday night?
Yeah.
Except for
so you were already doing a show.
I don't know.
You had to do another show? You had to do two shows?
Well, this one's different. It's a different. You have to make sure they're compatible with this vibe.
It is a good, and also this looks great. This room continues to look great. The live show. Hopefully, everybody enjoyed the ICS live show that we did. The grand melding, which had been too long that all five of us were doing it. I feel like, back in the day when I was a listener to both the Opie and Anthony and Ron and Fez shows, they were on satellite radio, and there would be this, because satellite radio didn't have the same constraints as terrestrial radio, there would be these like leisurely, like hour-long combined episodes where they would all work together. And those were always the best. Those were always my favorite. And that's
where it was like the super duper slow motion handoff of the mic.
Yeah, but they would all be doing a bit together, but you could tell that they all found each other funny, and they were trying to do their best to make each other laugh.
Well,
that's what I love about our ICS crossover shows is
Well,
that
well, because they are overtly talented at improv, right? And so rarely do we give ourselves non-ironic permission to really try to play the improv game.
one of us has a mental block about doing improv, and I'm glad that it takes ICS, it takes others. This is why sometimes you have to open up the relationship.
Yes.
Sometimes it takes
You
others.
you gotta get it
Sometimes it takes
spicy.
others to get
You
it.
gotta get it
to
spicy.
get those juices flowing. But yeah, no, it's always great.
Yeah, it's fun. We're carving out shorts for it. So it's like the rules for shorts, like part of the reasons that shorts are so powerful on YouTube is if they're well crafted, they're like single individual gifts, right? And I don't know, say what 1 in 100 people are going to be all like, oh, I would love to watch the rest of this program, and it's always
It's going to be
click
the
away.
exact thing they want,
Yes,
and they're going to say, "What? There's more of this?"
yes.
Awesome.
And everyone else will be all like, well, that was neat. Or other people will be like, I'm happy because I'm skipping it. That's fun to skip things.
Yeah,
But
that's most people.
But the thing is you can't link the related video to a video on another channel. So that's why I have to take episodes of our live stream, carve them out, put them up unlisted just to make it possible to click through the shorts
Gotcha.
on there. And in theory, everything should have its own vertical or whatever.
But also, you have two channels that are like,
They're hungry. They're hungry, Justin.
Yeah.
They need to be fed. They're little like cheep, cheep,
and
cheep,
they
cheep.
have already proven themselves
cheep,
to the
cheep.
algorithm. The algorithm's like, oh, this is where good content lives. We have blessed it with many souls.
Yes.
So it just makes more sense.
Well, and-
proven stuff, funny stuff that involves you should be on the Modern Rogue channel.
Exactly.
Like that's just the way it goes.
Yes. Yes.
The lay of the land.
Yes.
The jungle path.
I have a story for you. Also, I may or may not be outing somebody or something. What do you know about giant canisters of nitrous oxide? I mean giant.
I know that it has apparently ruined the career and life of Kanye West, but other than that, I don't know much about it.
Like bigger than that keyboard.
It's huge nitrous.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know nothing about it.
All right, so I'm standing inside of our dumpster.
Okay.
Because I threw away the wireless charging mouse pad.
Yeah.
I threw away the box for it, but there's a little doodad that I needed, and I looked online, and it's like $80 to get another one.
So you jumped in the dumpster.
I jumped in the dumpster.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, one of these, I don't know what's in these bags. Look around or whatever, but one of these bags is real heavy. And there's like a giant canister in it. And I pull out this canister. It's got a picture of a cigarette boat and a bunch of happy people at a party. And I just spin it around, and it is this fucking big, Justin.
Yeah.
And it is full, and it just, you might as well say, you know what it looked like? It looked like a camp for fireworks. It looked like like the big thunder finale.
Yeah.
You know,
How
freedom
thick
explosions.
how thick was the material?
It like a propane tank.
Like
And
thick metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was
Heavy to the touch.
I thought it was filled with helium, and I'm like, well, this is clearly filled with something. And it says, not for medical use. And I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Do not inhale.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay. And it said, and then I'm waiting for the rest. There is no the rest.
Gotcha.
Just contents in O2.
So you have a nitrous canister in your dumpster.
Yeah.
Is it full?
Yeah.
A full nitrous canister.
Yeah. And then what's funny is as I'm looking at it, I call Annalisa because for all I know, Brian, did you know that that's what we fill arson watches with? I don't know. And so
Sure.
I call out Annalisa and I'm describing it. And in the middle of that, my neighbor who runs a small business pulls by in his truck sees me standing in the dumpster, and he slows down and he's like, "Everything all right?" And I'm like, "What do you know about nitrous?" And then and Annalisa will vouch for me on this. And there's a pause, and he goes, "We used to call them whippets."
He ain't lying.
And I'm like, found the canister of it in there. He's like, "All right." Drives off.
Slowly lifts the electric window.
The power window goes up. And I'm like, all right. Well, and then I was like, well, I can't find that Logitech box anywhere. And so I'm like, well, what do you do at this point? Do you walk?
Take a whippet.
Yeah, right. So anyway, mystery. There's a mystery in my trash. There's a mystery in my trash.
So, all right.
Man,
So,
I
wait,
would
hold
lo-
on. So you don't know the answer to
idea.
this. You have
No
no
idea.
idea what the answer. All right. Well, this is fascinating because there's a few things that are really interesting. Number one, you have had a hobo problem on this property.
Yeah.
There has been.
Man, this looked like some deluxe. I mean, also, it was. God, I kind of want to go get it now, but it's like I should have taken a picture, but I was standing in filth. Just cigarette boats. And
So all right. This is
Attractive women.
I'm trying to lay this out. There's a hobo problem, but then again, remember, we're not talking about your daddy's hobos.
No, these
We're
ain't
talking
your
about
daddy's
modern.
hobos.
We're talking
Your
about modern
Oh,
hobos.
well, I love riding the silver rails.
Exactly.
Not
No,
one of those
no,
guys.
No, not
No.
fucking
No.
Rock Candy Mountain hobos. These
No.
These ain't no Depression era.
Brother, can you
Hooverville
spare
hobos.
a dime? No.
They're
Fucking-
not drawing triangles on signposts to indicate that the mark inside is an easy $5 splurge. No, they're not. They're not doing that.
No,
okay?
they're not homeward bound.
They're not. They're talking about people that might have a little bit of money, but they just want to get high in peace. So they are like out there in the woods. And so in that case, nitrous would actually make a lot of sense. It doesn't require much more than the canister. You can just take your whippets here and there, and that would be that. But what the problem with that theory is that it was full. Who throws away a full canister of nitrous?
I don't know.
That's the question.
I don't know.
Do we know it's full?
It was heavy.
But we don't
It
know
was
if it
heavy.
was full.
Yeah. There are other details that I don't want to speculate upon.
You have an idea of who this is.
No. I have an idea of who of about 100 people it might be. Or what
It
group
might
of one.
be-
I think non-zero chance that one of our own
Oh,
Rock-
you think this is a Founders Day thing?
could be. I don't know. In which case, person who is nervously sweating, if indeed you're nervously sweating or about to write us an email, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Know that you're safe. Your secret is safe with us. Keep your secrets, Huffer. Kanye was at.
Was Kanye at Founders Day?
I would like to believe he was. I would like to believe he
Damn.
was. But then, for all I know, it's like a camping gear thing. It's like I use it to inflate whatever's. I mean, nitrous is used for reasons.
Like what?
Make cars go fast.
Okay, you hit the nos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did anybody leave Founders Day slower than
Yeah.
they looked like they were going to?
Somebody, yeah, I'm wondering.
They
if somebody,
wanted
like,
to hit the nos and they couldn't.
Tore ass in, but
Yeah.
then slow rolled it out.
Was somebody racing for pinks on the way out?
Well, but also, I mean, there's a reason that it comes in a can of whipping cream. It's a propellant, and so, like, for all I know, we use it for something in the store. I don't know.
I don't know if anybody.
Maybe we use it to relax.
I don't know if there was anybody who was at Founders Day that would even know that dumpster's back there.
Yeah.
Like, what was that? I mean, no. I'm not saying that nobody would know, like, at all, but I'm saying
No.
in Brian's theory. So I have hobo theory. Brian's theory is it is a
it's
Founders
secret
Day
party club.
Yeah, that
Which, by the way, if that, you know what? Maybe it's best I don't know. Wink. Sorry, there's something in my eye.
Yeah.
I hope whoever it was had a good time racing for pinks.
Do you think Nitrous Club just went out to the woods and just whipped it?
I mean,
They whipped it good.
This is why this is my theory, is because you would order it and it would be safely delivered, and then you would travel home and think, I do not want to try. So like we did at Dragon Con. We rolled in, we bought all the Natty Light they had.
Yeah.
And then if we had Natty Lights left over, we probably would just abandon it.
We'd leave it in the hotel. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, it's not like you're going to take it on a plane and bring back to your cigarette boat. That's what I'm thinking.
You'd have to check a bag to bring back nitrous.
Well, no, you can't take pressurized gases up in the
You
sky.
can't check a nitrous canister?
No.
I thought this is fucking American.
That's a bomb, Justin.
Oh.
Yeah, pressurized canister of gas.
Thanks, Trump.
Yeah, you want to know what goes fast? A plane that ruptures when a NOS canister explodes. Those people looked like Miami Spring Break, 1996. They were happy.
They were. All right. So, do we have any other possibilities? Hobos, Founders Day goers,
industrial use,
or was it one of us?
Oh my God! What if one of us is secretly Kanye'd up and we don't even know
Gassed
that we have a Tyler Durden?
Do we have a gasser?
Kanye
Do we have a
Durden?
gasser amongst our mix? Because here's the argument for that. There's everybody who works on property knows that is there, knows that dumpster's there.
Yeah, but okay. Well, now I'm getting into other details. It was in a bag.
What kind of bag?
A trash bag.
A trash bag.
Yeah.
So as if it were to be hidden.
Well, or just trash. This is why I don't know. And look, I'm not here to do detective work.
So then maybe,
I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy, Justin. You gotta understand.
So
I got neighbors who do whippets. I got.
Well, he did. They used to call him whippets. So, all right. So now we're actually looking at combining two theories. That indeed it was a staff member who threw it in the trash.
Well,
but it was a Founders Day goer who maybe did their whippets and then just left it somewhere, and so it was a healthy staff member.
If somebody was carrying something roughly the size of 2 gallons of milk under a trench coat and just decided to drop it into a trash can,
Oh my God, where is that?
Then that's what it would look like.
Yeah.
Lots of people. It was cold.
That's the thing about nerds, man. Nerds love big jackets.
Big jackets.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what keeps Pornhub floating. Big jackets. It's good. It's not bad.
That's pretty good. I like that one. So yeah, all right. So you think that it was so cumbersome that it probably made far more sense for somebody to bring it to that dumpster and chuck it in there themselves.
Well, it looked to me like it was in a bag that somebody dropped it in a trash. Somebody emptied the trash.
Was there other shit in the trash bag?
Now we're at the point where I really should stop talking because I recognized some of the items, which gives me a geolocation idea, which now we're actively starting to Columbo this shit, and I don't want to do that. So
you do know an answer to this.
Can I plead the fifth? No, I don't know. I don't want to prosecute. I'm saying
I don't want to prostitute this case.
I'm saying I prefer to not know unless it's just like a propellant that we use.
Why are you making me seem like I'm doing this? You introduced this bit.
Oh, you know what? Actually,
what was in the bag?
It looked like packaging for. I saw packaging for items.
For items?
Yeah,
items that you sell in your store.
Told you. This runs deep. This runs deep, man. I can't.
I just keep seeing the same name. Pepe Sylvia. Pepe Sylvia.
I'm not comfortable. I think this goes all the way to the top. Brian, you are the top. I know, man.
You got any gas?
Smash cut to the out of context butterfly joke I made. Never mind. You had to be there, which you were.
All right. So we've solved it as much as we can solve it without
Yeah.
actually pointing a finger at somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
But it's totally cool. We're totally cool with it.
Yeah. Okay. So you know this part of your body. What do you call this area?
The hip.
Well, it's not quite the crotch. The little area right next to it.
The
Right there?
flexor.
Yeah. Where you might put a sexy intimate tattoo or something.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. What if I told you that today I sent a photo of that to Annalisa?
Your sexy tattoo.
Yeah. From
Your
from my
panty
body.
line. Your panty line tattoo.
Yeah.
I'd say I am not the HR compliant officer for your company, so cool.
Well, well, it did happen on campus
Yeah.
from the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
But I said, well, here. I said, here, I'm going to send it to you now. I'm going to send you the same thing I sent her.
I'd prefer not.
No, I think it's for the best.
And I also don't know why. Well, I'll just stop at why.
Actually, I think I made it sound sexier than it is.
It's because you're a good storyteller.
Oh, busted. Okay, here we go. You know what? I'm just gonna hand this phone to you.
Go ahead. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Describe for the fine people at home what you're looking at.
That's an exceptional photo.
Yeah, right? I
So
was scared
Brian
to
has
death.
taken a picture of him pulling a bug, what I'm assuming is either a tick or a spider.
Here, I'll give you the whole
with
Here,
a tweezer, but it is literally at the apex of.
Open up my Chat GPT. You can see the thread. There you go.
Let's go Chat GPT. Where the hell is your Chat GPT?
It's right there on the front page.
Okay. Yep. Boop. Oh, it's a very well ordered front page.
Yeah.
And
And then upper left.
charging coin inquiry.
That was why I was in the dumpster. The one before.
AFC focus.
No, that's
Tick removal instructions. I assume
there we
that'll
go.
be that.
So this is from audio at first. How does it begin?
I found a tick embedded in my thigh near my crotch. All right, you should remove it carefully with fine tip tweezers. Grab the tick as close to the skin as possible and don't pull upwards with a steady, even pressure. Don't twist or jerk. Once it's out, clean the area with soap and water or maybe some antiseptic.
By the way, I looked down and
if you feel unwell, see a doctor.
Vaya
Then you
con
ask,
Dios.
are there any other ways? Am I confusing it with a leech when I say that flames should be involved?
I didn't know.
When I say that flames should be involved.
I was in the middle of panicking. First of all, have you ever had it? I've never had a tick embedded in me.
ChatGPT continues. For ticks, definitely no flames. Using a lighter or a match can cause the tick to release more saliva, increasing infection risk. Stick with tweezers for safe removal. Do I need to worry about the timing? Should I rush or take my time? Take your time, but don't delay too long. The sooner the better. Just be gentle and thorough. And then you post the picture. So you took the picture for ChatGPT.
Yes.
To show it being removed.
Well, because it wasn't coming off of my body, and so I used the tweezers and I pulled it, and this thing has its mandible its mouth is all the way embedded in my thigh, and you can see the skin is pulling up a lot, and I kept pulling it out, and it slipped it would slip out of the tweezers. And then when it got back down, Justin, it didn't just be like, you got me. What are you going to do? The moment it got down, it just went, gonna settle back in.
Wow.
And it looks like a mole or a freckle, only it's shiny because it's the carapace of this arachnid beast embedding itself in my body, drinking my blood.
Damn, but it even identified it was the Lone Star tick.
It is the Lone Star tick.
Yeah.
But then I was like, how worried should I be? And it said, well, in the from 2012.
Yeah, it cleared you on Lyme disease.
Yeah. It said in the 6 years, the 27 cases in Travis County, only one of them originated in Travis County. All the rest were people brought it in.
No, wait, hold on. Oh, here, can you?
Oh yeah. There you go.
There we go. Hold on.
Oh, you're gonna ask for? I have it saved in a baggie in case in case I die, we can have a fun forensic mystery.
No, Ryer just asked to see the photo, so I just sent it to him.
Of course. Yeah. So, by the way, before I went to ChatGPT, I called Bonnie and she didn't answer. And my voicemail message was, Bonnie, I have a tick. Please call me. And then I just kept sending texts of each of those screenshots to her all the way through.
Oh, damn it. No, you should have waited until she called back after it had all been fixed up. And then you could invent something that you would otherwise not do all the time and just say, I told you I had a tick.
Oh,
You could just be like, to be like, hey, Brian, what's going on?
Right.
Oh, whatever, whore. It's
like, whoa.
I told you.
I have a
tick.
Douchebag. Yeah. So, anyway, that's been my day. And then I did Cord Killers, and now we're here.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Thank you for coming out.
Well, like what else is there in life? Except
besides
except
ticks,
doing
nitrous in this show. So far, this show's 80%
Look,
ticks and nitrous,
we have-
and one good jacket joke involving porno.
we have, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. It is Easter week after all.
Oh my God, it is.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. He is risen.
What's your favorite part about what do they call the
called
shit Jesus did before Easter?
Miracles?
No, there's like the thing, the
Passover?
the station.
Stations
Is that
of the
it?
Cross?
Is it Stations of the Cross?
The Passion of the
I feel like
Christ?
there's another name
There's a
for
sequel
it.
coming.
There is. No, it's just like I don't know.
The Last
stuff,
Supper.
The stuff Jesus did.
What is
that they
what
teach
is-
you in
what is
Sunday
Judas?
school? No, that's like later, right? When is the Jews? The Judas thing is what?
It's right at the end.
It's the night before. So
Yeah.
he gets killed Friday, so
The
it's
big
Thursday.
day. He said, I got a feeling tomorrow's going to be a big day.
Yeah.
Why's that, boss? Just a feeling. Anyway, does anybody have something they want to say? Who wants a kiss? Mwah. Okay.
That would be that'd
Anyway.
be a great part of the Last Supper where Jesus is
Passive
like
aggressive Jesus?
Jesus is like one of you has already betrayed me, and blah 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 blah, and then somebody else at the table is just like spoilers, la, 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 la.
Yeah.
I can't
It's like,
hear
I haven't even
you.
gotten to it in the timeline.
Yeah, I'm only on episode 2.
I'm still
No,
back
but
at the commandments.
Are we at the part where he flips the money changers table? That's my favorite part of the week, the Jesus week.
Oh, wait.
I don't remember a lot about Sunday school, but for whatever reason, it really stuck with me when the week before Jesus dies, one of the things that and is resurrected. I guess that's the real headline. The one of the things that Jesus does is goes into a temple and there's a money changers table and he flips it and he says, "This is a house of God." And I'm like, man, if there were a lot more of like this, like I'd be way more into church. Like this dude rules. Like,
Yeah.
because also he like it's portrayed that Jesus is like the coolest, most chillest dude ever, and he's like, "Hey man, what's up? Hey, no, it's totally cool, man. I'm Jesus. Hey, what's up? Yeah, man, I got my
Hey,
bros. We're all going
Jesus,
around.
the rent is due. I'm here to collect the rent.
Brother, you have to understand that rent is not a concept. It is more of a transaction of energy.
Well,
I love
see,
you.
the only thing, the
Me
only
and my bros need to go.
I'm sorry, Janice.
Adventures of Jesus. We're moving away.
He
There
just
was
they're
a
singing a
landlord,
song and everything.
now
There's-
we are
there's
gay.
credits.
We mean gay isn't happy. We're not getting into all that. We are in Rome now. What's going on with that?
Oh, well, we made it.
Yeah.
After 4 days and
Hey, what's up with that temple, man? Let me go in there.
oh, well, you don't want to go in there.
Hey, Paul, what are they doing over there at that table?
Well, nobody really knows, do they?
Well, I don't know. I'm trying to ask you to set up a real mood change for me.
Okay.
What are they doing?
Oh, well, you see, they're, they got special coins, and you take your outside money, you change it into inside money, and then that gets used, and they make a little vig on the side. They're changing money. They're money lenders. Wink.
What did you just say?
I said they're money changers inside the God's house. You call it God's house. Yeah.
Tell me they're fucking changing money in here?
Well, yeah. I mean,
You tell me these motherfuckers are changing money in here?
no, you can't use
Tell me these
regular.
motherfuckers are changing money in here?
But,
Tell me motherfuckers are changing money in here?
well, I don't know. And I assume that's what it is. There's a giant.
Motherfuckers better
sign.
not think they're changing money in here.
It says right there.
These motherfuckers better not think they're changing money in here.
No, the sign says changing money here inside the church.
The hell they are! Ah! This is God's house! You guys want to get dinner?
Yeah.
Let's make reservations for Friday.
And Judas just went. Judas comes sum up in a flop sweat with a suspicious 2-gallon bulge underneath his trench coat. He's like, are you good, Judas? Oh yeah. It's cool. Taps the side of his nostril.
Adventures of Jesus. Man, you should option that. That's a good show.
You know what? When we do,
I did love that story as a kid though. I did love the week before, for whatever reason, when I first was taught the story of the Passion of the Christ and then the resurrection, I was into all of it. I was like you with Severance season 2.
Oh yeah,
I really was turned off by the finale.
Yeah,
I was into all of it. I was into Jesus, and he shows up with his bros, and he all of a sudden stuff is popping off, and then the fuzz comes down on him, and he's like, "You want to know what? Kill me! I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm here for it." And he's like, "Ah!" And it's and then there's other people there, and everyone's like, "Truly, he is the Son of God," and I'm like, awesome. And there's one more episode. What could happen? And then it was and then he comes back and I'm like,
yeah.
what do we really win? What do we really win? Story wise, I'm in. He dies for our sins. That's it. That's great. I was just not, look, I don't know. Television without pity, but it's the Bible. That's me. I'm starting a thread.
What the I don't know. I don't know how serious you want to get into it, but it's really fascinating the whole what the teaching online course, the great courses or whatever. Bart Ehrman had one that I pirated it 20 years ago called The Historical Jesus, and he basically traces the lineage of all of the stories. Is okay, here's this copy from 200 years after the fact. No mention of let he who's without sin throw the first stone.
Oh, yeah.
Here's a copy from 300 years after with a little note from the scribes saying, here's a neat story somebody told. That's a neat story. Here's a copy from 500 years after, in which it's drifted all the way inside the margins and then became canon.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, but that's stories are what bind us together. I'm all for the evolution.
Wait, that's my point. Is that over time,
Brian, yeah. My part is bad writing.
Yeah.
Everything was great writing,
Well, but that's
And then
the
it was
problem.
like,
it's also what I'm saying is the great writing is the result of great writing.
Yes,
But
yes.
then at the end of the day, it's a religion, and so there are certain parts that you can't. One might call them
Notes.
sacred parts that
Notes.
can't be cut.
They got notes.
Picture an
Yeah.
auteur director
Yeah.
being told. By the way, are you watching the studio? Did you get to the Ron Howard
I
one?
haven't. No, I haven't yet. I only watched the first episode.
Oh,
Yeah.
you gotta watch this. I got it. Episode 2, very good.
All right.
Chef's kiss.
All right.
2 chefs making out. I mean, just wet, slippery, sloppy. You ever see? I mean, we're talking about eels in an orgy. Those tongues.
Oh, Jesus. Wow. Evocative.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Patreon.com/great night.
Yeah, it's true.
Help us afford. We're doing a fundraiser for our sounds back.
I don't like to. Was that? That was probably sacrilegious. Whenever you talk about religion,
No.
you're edging on sacrilegious. But I do have great affection for the Easter holiday, and also the story of Jesus. I do really like the story of Jesus.
Well, and yes, well, I don't know. That'd be interesting. I mean,
you want to know what my problem with the resurrection is?
jeez. All right, yeah, all right.
Here's
hit
my
me.
problem with the resurrection. They didn't go whole hog. Like,
Oh,
my
he
problem
didn't come
with
back with laser eyes.
that Jesus
and-
didn't show up
Yeah.
and just go like Pontius Pilate is like, whew, job well done. That troublemaker's gone. and then Jesus just goes,
it is like so.
bah! Like gigantic thunderbolt.
It
And then
is-
he's like, who's bad? Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo, boo-doo. And then it's like, and then Jesus popped and locked in front of Pontius Pilate.
It
and said,
exactly
like,
is.
Oh, you're gonna learn, Papa. Forever. And then he like flew up to heaven. Like that's what I wanted. Instead,
No,
it was
so-
just like they rolled the stone away, and then one guy was like, I think I saw Jesus.
Yeah. Well, and then even then you get like the 4 different accounts of like it's like, yeah, no, nobody was there. You're like, nobody. It's like, okay, there's a janitor, and he was like, sup. And they're like, And
Yeah.
then next guy is like, oh, there was somebody there, and he was like you.
But
get
none of them
full-
ruled.
Yeah. Well, so it is exactly my beef with Severance season 2, which is I didn't
This is a
hate
common thing that's popping up.
I didn't hate it for what it was. I hated for what it wasn't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, there we go. Now that my notes on the Bible are out,
If you'd like the
well,
rest of them,
figure it out.
Patreon.com/great night. That's
Yeah.
where you get the bones.
Mhm.
Double up your bonus time. It's a great night in the morning.
It is. It is.
Hey, Ryer,
Yes,
do you have a game?
I do have a game.
I think you had one when you were down here before, but we didn't get to it because instead we did math.
Oh yeah, that was far more entertaining, I'm sure.
Tell us about the game you got.
Okay, so you know like how everyone has jobs, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So in movies, people are actors and their jobs are actors, but they're acting as people who have jobs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
So I'm gonna look
multi-layered
at-
because also there's another layer. You have the job they're pretending to do, and then you have the fact that they're an actor. But what no one talks about is the deeper layer, which is they're frauds, and the deepest layer, which is that they're sociopaths. They're really good at hiding all that.
All right, yeah, and that was the game. Thanks, guys.
All right. So yeah, characters in movies have jobs. Yes.
Yeah, so I worked with my professional assistant and came up with a list of actors, and then I put together a chronological list of the movies they were in since 1994, greatest year ever, very historically important. And then I made
Great
a list
movie
of
year.
what their
I don't know. It seems like 94 is too long ago. Too old of a year.
Oh, yeah. 1994, over the hill.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Broke
like,
down.
I really think 1994 peaked like 5 years ago.
I would say so.
That's when its best work
That's when
was.
it was really cool.
I'm sorry, you were saying?
Diminishing returns on 94. That's what
Also,
they're saying.
1994 went too long. I mean, it's just, like
Yeah.
we're still thinking about
Are
it.
we still dealing with it?
I mean, it's not so old as to be cool again.
Nope.
You know, like what, 1982,
Three.
or 1975.
Yeah, those are timeless years.
Everybody's loving those.
Everybody loves that year. Both of them. Anyway, 94. All right, so you're gonna give us a list of jobs that these actors have had in movies since 1994.
Yeah, correct. And then
Great
your,
game.
Your goal is
Great
to
game.
figure out who the actor is based off that
Perfect.
job.
Love it.
Beautiful.
Got it.
Love it. Love
no
it.
notes. Let's go. Rolling up my sleeves.
He literally unironically rolling up his sleeve.
If I could light a Marlboro Red, I would right now.
Oh,
Fire when ready,
Okay,
Ryan.
sorry, I lost my my mouse. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, hit me.
uh-oh. Uh-oh. What was the first one?
I'm gonna guess it was Hitman. It was Hitman.
Hipma.
Yeah.
Maybe as a hypnotist.
Could be a hypnotist.
Whose oldest role was a
Whose 94 role was a hypnotist? And I mean, I know one actor's 94 role that was a hitman.
Yeah, it's probably John Travolta or Samuel L. Jackson.
Hey!
Ah!
got it.
All right.
Wait,
all right.
no, what the fuck? No,
We
you
got
didn't
it in
name
one.
the rest of them.
We got it in one.
Well, you guys named it. You
Yeah,
called it.
no, we did very well. You know what? It's beginner's luck. We can't be this awesome at everything, even though we totally are.
I actually want to hear the. I want to hear the name.
How would
wanna-
the rest
yeah.
have gone? Yeah, we'll do the Family Feud rules.
Hitman, bodyguard, detective, mob enforcer, scientist.
Wait, hold on. Detective was when he did Shaft, and then the next one
No,
was
that was too early. But these are in chronological order, right?
Yeah, I have the name of the movie too, if you want that.
Yeah. Because I know scientist would be Deep Blue Sea.
no. Wait,
No,
wasn't it Jurassic Park?
That was
earlier in '94.
Yeah, but wait, he didn't die in Jurassic Park, did he?
Yeah,
Oh,
he held on to his butt.
Yeah, his arm fell over her shoulder, and then
I never knew that they did
You
that.
didn't remember that Sam Jackson died.
What? Yeah,
Uh.
that's accurate. Yeah. That's true.
So anyway, all right. So what was he a scientist in?
in Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah. No. So
Yeah,
that's what I
yeah,
said.
yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
I thought maybe he made it to the Lost World.
No, he did not. And then keep going.
NSA agent,
Mm.
Jedi Master,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coach,
Coach.
supervillain.
Wait. Supervillain would have been Unbreakable.
Yep.
Coach would have been 2000. What did he do in 2000?
I don't know.
What was it?
Coach Carter.
Coach Carter.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. What else?
Private investigator.
That's
Shaft.
That's the man.
Yeah.
Secret super ops director.
Oh,
Triple X.
Nope.
No?
That's NSA agent.
Oh shit. That was forever. I've had my computers titled the Gibbons test.
Oh,
Because of Samuel L. Jackson's last line in Triple X, which is one of the most insane fucking movies ever made. And it ends with Sam Jackson telling Vin Diesel, after he's gone through all this crazy shit that's happened in the movie, he's like, you're Triple X because you passed the test. The Gibbons test. His last name is Gibbons, but he says it.
But he never. That's never established.
No. He's known as Gibbons, but it's not like a big thing, and no one's like, well, Gibbons is the standard.
Yeah.
Gibbons is the thing.
If
He
you
just-
pass the Gibbons
he's
test,
just like,
then you've made it.
You pleased me. And
Yeah.
I just always found that so funny. All right.
All right. Next.
Next actor or
Yeah.
Next actor.
Next
Yeah.
jobs.
okay. Next actor. Gunslinger.
Oh,
Poet.
wait. And we're starting in 1994 for all of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, best year ever. Super historical.
Okay, hold on. 1994 Gunslinger. So that's
No. Keep.
Oh.
You keep saying it until one of us says stop and then tries to name it.
Yes. Okay. Gunslinger, poet, lover, homeless romantic artist, king, traveler, con artist, revolutionary, billionaire industrialist, undercover cop.
Stop. Leo.
You know what? Can I wait? Is that right?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
What was his 94 gunslinging role?
I don't know. What was it? I didn't
Well,
remember that one.
Are you thinking of The Quick and the Dead?
I wasn't.
That was 1995, and he was a gunslinger in 95.
Well, I'm asking you what the role for Gunslinger was that he's.
95. So he didn't
Yeah.
do a movie in 94.
You're the one with all the cards, and I'm asking what's in those cards.
Oh, you're asking me what his
What is the role
what was his gunslinger role?
in 1994? Because that was the first one that you said.
well, you're not going to believe this. I didn't make note of the name of the role.
Oh.
No. It was Quick and the Dead. It just happened in 95. So that was his closest role to 94.
I see.
Yeah.
Got it. So we start
Yeah.
closest to 94. Got it. Okay.
But I got triggered on The Aviator. Billionaire industrialist, followed by Undercover Cop, which would be The
Departed?
The Departed. That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. The Undeparted is released
sequel.
as Still Here.
Yeah.
The Still Here.
Yeah.
The layabouts.
Yeah. The Undeparted
My
has an-
useless son. Would you look this way? You ever seen The Departed? This is the parody opposite of it. Because he's still here. Isn't that right, Sammy? Get out!
laugh track.
I hate you. I paid for college. Bum. All right.
All right. New actor, knight, publisher, rebel spy, medieval monk / detective, former British spy, treasure hunter, reclusive author, great white.
I got it. Nick Cage.
Incorrect.
Damn it.
Is it hit me with those again?
Knight, publisher, rebel spy, medieval monk / detective, ex-British spy, former British spy, treasure hunter, reclusive author, great white hunter.
Inclusive. Great white. These go up to modern times, or
These go from, these are the films that this actor made from 1994 onward.
Okay, and is it an exhaustive list of the jobs that he portrayed?
Yes.
Okay, then hit me again.
Knight, publisher, rebel spy, medieval monk / detective.
Fuck. Don't look at the chat.
British spy.
They
treasure
fucking
hunter,
got it. God damn it.
reclusive author, great white hunter.
So going most recent, okay, Great White Hunter.
If you got this one, you would be the man.
Well, then now I want to try. All right.
Now.
I would be the man. Oh. Fucker. It's Sean Connery. God damn it. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's good. It's good.
Knew it.
Because I'm like, why are there so few roles? But it
Because
makes
the
sense.
cutoff is 1994. Because
Well,
by
no,
that
no,
point he was
yeah.
aged out and he was only doing
when
a
he
few.
was, he was like,
Yeah.
he did iconic roles past
Yeah,
94.
so
but-
yeah, he was Alan Quartermain in The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, and then you said Rebel Spy or Rebel, what was that? Hunt for Red October? No, that was before 94.
yeah.
That would have been The Rock.
The Rock,
Where
okay.
he doesn't play James Bond,
Yeah.
but he's just a former British spy.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Winners go home and fuck the prom queen.
Yep.
New actor.
Damn it.
Prison guard. detective, comic store manager, abusive uncle, not really a job, but abusive uncle, neighbor, sheriff, butcher, detective, priest, police captain, father, clone tech executive, detective, boxing trainer, gang leader, mercenary, alien host, kidnapper, fisherman, detective, TV host, fisherman again. Oh, that's my bad. Sorry. Forget the second fisherman. Police chief, space pirate, security head, space pirate again, assassin savant, prison warden, mafia.
Got it. Got it.
Harrison Ford.
It is not Harrison Ford.
Dang.
Ben Affleck.
It is not Ben Affleck.
Damn it.
Picking up where we left off, mafia enforcer, space pirate again, FBI agent, military sergeant major.
So he was in a franchise with space pirates.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
Well, there are some familial ties with this actor.
With, oh wait, it's Michael Rooker.
It is Michael Rooker.
Damn it.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's way good.
You want to know what? I was thinking about Rooker too during that, and then I'm like, no, he wouldn't do Rooker. Like, Rooker works too goddamn much to make sense because he's just gonna play
Rooker works.
a million different like dads, kidnappers, and
So you only did movie roles, right?
This is only movie roles.
Yeah, so you didn't list
I've been
like
Rookered.
armless
I've been
racist
Rookered,
or from Walking Dead or what have you.
he was apparently in the new Gemstone season.
Oh, well, we saw Baby Billy's dick.
Oh yeah,
Like the third time in that show, right?
yeah, no,
Yeah.
They like to hang dong.
It was like yeah. There was a website called Old Man Murray that they had their review system was how long does it take for this first person shooter to encounter a crate because those are easy to make in those games, and so they would always post the time to crate, and so Jay worked in the business, and I think it was Alice. They were like the opening frame. Great, just for that one, just as a hat tip to that one website. All right, what else you got?
All right. Army instructor, obstetrician, actor, car salesman, theme park owner, gambler, satyr, satyr, paralegal, tabloid publisher, elevator operator, marketing representative, talent manager, psychiatrist, police chief, morgue attendant, criminal mastermind, billionaire, TV executive.
Kevin Spacey.
Nope.
Damn.
Therapist, circus ringmaster, businessman, actor, gambler, supermarket owner, pool technician, therapist, academic, thug, firefighter, car dealer, sausage king, dentist, forest guardian, private investigator, psychiatrist, screenwriting professor, comedy club owner, circus performer, Yeti Village elder, circus owner,
Another circus owner.
all different series for that one.
Yeah.
Retired restaurant owner, stray dog, boxing trainer, and college historian.
Man, we got boxing trainer again.
Yeah, well, look, number one, it's one thing to do A-listers. It's another to do character actors. And Ryer has decided to play prison rules with this game by giving us character actors. I can only hope that it's somebody else that we know personally that he is trying to
get us.
embarrass us. And so I'll say Romany Malco.
Oh, but did you see his? Hold on, before you give the answer, did you see Tijuana Jackson's latest?
No.
Uh,
Although, fuck, it's not that because he didn't say NHL player.
yeah. He also would have put motivational coach.
I don't know. He's read a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I mean, can you think of any actors who would have been in 3 different movies from 3 different directors, all of which he was playing some sort of circus owner or
No, of course not. How many circus movies can anybody think of off the top of their head?
Big Fish, Dumbo.
You're just naming the movies. All right, so it's somebody that Tim Burton works with.
Yeah, I don't know. So in the new Tijuana Jackson,
Yeah.
it's like How to Be Black 101, and it's him at a strip mall.
Yeah.
And it's that rapid fire cutting, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like it does that thing where it's like he's starting to make sense, and then there's a hard left turn in his back, and he's like, now that all of you are black. And he's like, what? And it's like, now I'm going to teach you the rules of being black. First of all of your culture has been appropriated, where it's going to be sanded down, smoothed, and represented by AI. Like, basically, it's a whole bunch of white people in a strip mall getting to talking to about the new rules about negotiating their life rights to have more polished versions that are more cultural. Like, it's one of those things that are like, real. This makes a lot of sense. Oh, what is, and then at some point he's like, Tijuana Jackson brings on Romany Malco as himself. And it's great. It's a great one. Tijuana Jackson just passed 100,000 subscribers.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
We need to have Romany back.
I know. That's yeah.
Let's get him down here.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's do that. Fuck. Who would be in 3 different circus movies?
Well, he even gave us Dumbo, Hugh Jackman.
No. He said Dumbo and Big Fish. So those are both Tim Burton movies. So Tim Burton works with like 4 people.
So who are the people? Helena Bonham Carter.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
I didn't hear Sea Captain in there, so it won't be Johnny Depp.
Is it Helena Bonham Carter?
It is not Helena Bonham Carter.
That would have been a good one. The surgeon was a woman. A woman can own a circus.
Woman? Who is it?
Danny DeVito.
Of course.
All right. Filmmaker.
It's me. I own the circus.
Yeah.
Get that giraffe out of there. Get that giraffe out of that
horse's
ass.
That's why he gets cast, of course, because you want to see him mad and shit at the circus.
Yeah.
You just want to see Danny DeVito just being like, move the bearded lady. Who gives a fuck?
I would, except for I've got to get this pickaxe out of this Pokemon. The world's oldest bathtub. It's right here. All right.
Filmmaker. Delusional man. Accountant. Undercover FBI agent. Journalist. Rare book dealer. Police constable. Musician. Drug dealer. Inspector.
Johnny Depp.
Bingo bango.
Nah.
All right.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. Did you have chocolatier on there?
I did. Yeah. Candy factory owner.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. No, yeah. I was thinking chocolat.
Yeah, I put him as what did I put?
Just a sexy old man for chocolat.
Sexy old man.
Yeah, ain't you never seen a little chocolat?
I put
Boom,
musician as
chocolat, a chocolat, a chocolat, a choco boom.
All right. Secret agent, scientist, U.S. Marshal, mattress salesman,
Wait. No, keep going.
scientist, security expert, helicopter pilot, firefighter, robot,
Tommy Lee Jones.
Nope.
Fuck.
Royalty. Mercenary. Mercenary again. Sheriff. Escape artist. DEA task force leader. Mercenary again.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Nope. Farmer. Robot again.
Is it Tommy Lee Jones?
It is. It's Tommy Lee Jones. Construction worker, hitman, warden, robot again.
This motherfucker plays a robot like no one's
Law.
business.
Jude Law.
What was his most recent robot role? Because that means his most recent role was a robot.
I just assume he's always a robot.
Maybe he's just, I mean, aside from AI, what other robot role did he have?
The Robotman.
Robotman?
Who I Robot? Wait. You know who plays robot a lot? The guy who played Wash and Firefly. Alan Tudyk. He keeps playing robots.
Is it Al? I swear, if we're going into the world of Alan fucking Tudyk, then I don't like this game anymore.
We're not doing it.
Okay, good.
Yeah, there would have been more robots. Reese Darby.
Oh! Robin Williams.
Very underrated robot movie, but no, not.
No.
Similar distinctive, well, not similar voice, but similarly has a distinctive voice, this actor.
Gilbert Gottfried?
Yes, Gilbert Gottfried the robot. No, not Gilbert Gottfried.
Oh, I was like, wow, well done.
Oh, shit. Tommy Lee Jones.
God damn it. Yeah. I thought I heard Jacob. Oh, I got it.
Oh! God damn it. We didn't roast him for that. Left something on the table.
Yeah.
He was too good, though. He was too good on that episode.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to tap out on that one.
I'll give you a hint. Not only is he an actor, he also is a guru to a couple people on this stream and has had political involvement.
Oh, we're back to he's teasing us with friends of ours.
Not exactly friends, but you know,
A guru.
yeah, a guru.
So we
Sometimes-
have liked this man.
Oh,
or
yeah,
woman.
Some of us really like him.
Oh my God, it's Matt Berry.
Nope, not
Fuck.
Matt Berry.
Should
That's
be.
good pull though. He's played a robot. You know, sometimes you look at parts of your body and you're like, this part of my body is just like this other part of my body.
I think you know. I think you know.
Oh my God.
Why didn't you know?
The problem is I didn't look into the mirror. I
Yeah.
had to see myself as I was, an ignorant buffoon. The first time my friend James Cameron with his movie Avatar, which
Who
would go
keeps
on.
playing robots. He
Yeah.
played a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So currently,
Do the reps.
Justin 4, Brian 2. Do you want to do a few more of these?
Yeah, we got two more in us.
Yeah.
2 more. Okay. All right. Ooh, wait, nope. Still on. There we go. Waitress. Wife/mother. Unemployed woman. Psychic. Single mother. Stripper. Social worker. Community support advocate. commu-
No, damn it, no, fucker.
Tommy Lee Jones.
No, it's Julia Roberts.
Nope.
Fuck. Tommy Lee Jones.
Community support advocate. Community support advocate again. Community support advocate again. Community support advocate again. School administrator. Therapist. Theater actress. Hairdresser. Jeweler. Reporter.
The White Lotus lady that died.
Jennifer Coolidge.
Is it Jennifer Coolidge?
It is not Jennifer Coolidge.
That would have been a good one. Tommy Lee Jones.
That would have been Jonesian.
Oh no, I'm just saying that's my new word for cool. Yeah, that would have been Tommy Lee Jones.
That would have been Tommy
It's pretty
Lee
Tommy Lee Jones,
dude.
if you ask me.
That would have been TLJ, dog. All right, I'm gonna need some hints.
Okay.
You've actually just named like every working actress in Hollywood.
Yeah,
No.
you're like ingenue, attorney,
Mother,
grandmother,
scary old woman.
God, royalty.
So let's go back to a time before 1994, back
Oh.
in the Dark Ages, and I want you to pretend you're a deer. You're a cute, innocent little deer, and you're gonna go and you're gonna have a little drink of water from the stream, and all of a sudden, bam! A
Oh.
bullet rips your fucking head off.
Fucking Aunt May. Yeah.
Marissa Tomei.
Yeah, Marissa Tomei. Yeah.
Mr. Tomei.
She was one of the faces that popped into my head.
So she's a social worker in all the Spider-Man movies.
Apparently, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, she is a social worker
The
specifically
community.
for people who suffered from the blip.
Oh,
Yeah, but that's only in the
Right, but she was a community advocate
before, and then she becomes a social worker.
Yeah.
She was a stripper in that
in that one,
movie, and like
the wrestler.
yeah, and Jesus,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jesus,
yeah.
Yep. 2008, The Wrestler.
Marissa Tomei. I
Yeah.
watched that movie recently. It's still good.
You're like that movie. It's got its moments. Just one moment. I didn't know you could wear down a DVD. You can.
No, I mean like the funny thing is for not that I am above horn dogging and just watching like really hot scenes in movies, but I love that movie because I love professional wrestling, and it is
yeah.
like a great movie about a very sad
Soul-crushing.
story.
Yeah. Well, and it has such a deep, glancing blow. I mean, it feels like it's a damn documentary right up into what else are you gonna do? You're like, I guess I'm just gonna die doing this.
Yeah, I think wrestlers don't love it because it's like, Jesus, you couldn't tell any other story but like the saddest possible version. And it's like everyone acknowledges that like the moments where it's authentic is that they are authentic. Like there are moments like there are some real like it really do be like that sometimes kind of stories, and there are some sad stories in wrestling. But like people who have watched it are like, like you're not wrong, but Jesus Christ, is that the story you had to tell? All right, one more for all the marbles.
This one's for all the marbles, guys. You ready?
Yep.
Bomb expert, federal prosecutor, prison warden, baseball player, district attorney, emergency management director, secret agent, U.S. Marshal.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Bing, bing, bing!
Yeah! That's amazing! That is amazing! Oh my God! Oh no! Night attack is through. This is something that I've done. This is something
Well,
that
I'd like to thank everybody for coming out here and watching me work on my fucking night off. But I'd like to thank Ryan for switching. I'd like to thank Annalisa for being here and managing our chat. Brian, what have we learned?
Oh my God.
Well, I learned Well, I learned Oh, jeez. Well, I guess
to be.
we'll see you next Tuesday. Die in a fire. No, you gotta keep going.
Diamond Club. Night attack, night attack.
Shine on, you crazy diamonds. It's been a great night.
Attack. I love you. Bing. Diamond Club. Hope you've enjoyed this program. Okay, fuck you. Fuck you. Tommy Lee Jones. All right, you stop the recording?
Yes, the recording is stopped.
Hey, we did it.
That was a great game.
That was a lot of fun.
That was an awesome game.
We keep the stream going for a little bit, right? Or we stop the stream too?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we could do that.
No,
I'm glad you enjoyed the game.
we don't need a prize. We don't need a prize. I got too much shit in my house. I got a baby. Baby means a lot of shit. A lot of shit just shows up.
Since when?
Shit that the baby is creating, shit that is given
Tommy
to the
Lee
baby.
Jones.
Like there's just
Sooner
a
or
lot of
later,
stuff in my house right now,
It's
man.
always Tommy Lee Jones.
Baby got sick. What the?
Yeah. No, that was scary for me too.
It's probably because the baby got sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby got sick. She has this fever, but she's mostly just coughing directly into my mouth. That's mostly what she's doing. No, she's fine. She's good. She wasn't really even like that bothered today. Like I'm sure we probably could have sent her to daycare, but you know, you don't want to get on the bad side of daycare. They
Oh,
take care
yeah.
of your
You don't want to
kid.
get on a list.
Yeah, because then they'll be like, oh, like you're sending. Like, if we send her in there, then they'd be like, oh, she has a fever, and then we're like, oh, we're like on the first week, so you know, you don't want to, you play fast and loose,
Yeah.
you know.
I got up at 4 a.m. Then
That's good.
I ran. Yeah. Yeah. I had a meeting with Brant at 5:30.
At 5:30, yeah. No, that's a good.
It sounds like I pulled him in irrationally early in the morning,
That's
but
bedtime.
he
that's
he
when
stayed up
he's-
late.
yeah, that's when
He
he's,
stayed
like,
up past his
winding
bed.
down.
Yeah. So
It's about time to.
it was
wind
actually a
down.
pretty good a pretty good.
No, you guys
way
had
to
a meeting
meet.
of the minds for the great
Oh,
night episode that went up.
He was
Yeah.
able to tweak some of
Yeah.
the camera shots, and so we were able to get the Founders Day Great Night Monorogue version up there.
When are you normally up? 4:30 is a little aggressive.
It is. It is. My alarm every morning. My watch wakes me at 5:45, and that way I'm able to run. And if I hustle, and then if I go for a run, then my run ends past 6:30, which is when Chick-fil-A is open. And even though they don't serve grilled nuggets until 10:30 a.m.,
You're on the list.
I'm on the list.
God's
They
list.
don't even ask. They don't
Yeah.
even ask anymore. They don't ask. We don't even do the dance. We just come in. We're like, "How you doing? How you doing?" And they're like, and then I just tap, and then I go sit down, and they bring out a Diet Dr Pepper, light ice, and 24 grilled nuggets.
Regular.
Yeah. And then later on in the day, I go to Hack Creek, and they don't and they don't even ask. They just meet my eye if there's a person in line, and they hold up a hand, and they hold up 4 fingers, and they look quizzically, and they hold up 5 fingers, and then I'm like 5 fingers, and then I just go sit down. Well, I guess I tap my phone, and then 5 a la carte chicken patties come out. and yeah, and then I've lost 30 pounds.
Yeah.
And I ran 5 miles today. So
That's fucking great.
yeah, got a ways to go, but
Nah, man. I mean, like the repetition is the process. It's like the results are kind of secondary to the routine.
yeah,
Like as soon as you can drill that in, that's what matters. That's what's been the big challenge on my end is just with the baby. There's just so much chaos and disruption and everything that it's like it's hard to nail down the like wake up, do a thing
yeah,
without like being callous toward your child.
Yeah.
To be like, sorry, like, or your wife and be like this is happening now. Like, this is what's important. But I think for you, you were in a situation where, you know, you wanted to make a change on shit. You fucking dialed in and you're crushing it. And now also everybody knows that like you like clean grilled chicken.
I didn't say like. Fucking this is the same shit that happened in the interview with Nick Gillespie. He was like, "Do you consider yourself a libertarian?" I'm like, "Very much so." And I was like, "Well, you know, I like competition," or I forget what I said. And he was like, "Well, you must like something about the current thing." And I was like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! I like candy and being part of a cartel." That's not healthy, though. There's a difference between what I like and what is healthy.
Yeah. No,
Right.
but what you're doing right now is healthy.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 I.
But you're asking for it. You're out there and you're doing it.
Oh, I'm asking for it. You
Yeah.
could tell.
Because there's a like, and this is what like the reason why it has to be a routine because it falls apart if you don't do it is that like you never go just eat grilled chicken, dry ass grilled chicken, like if you weren't losing weight or you
Yeah.
weren't hitting fitness goals.
Yeah.
You are doing it. You get enjoyment from eating food that you wouldn't otherwise like because you know on the other end you're going to step on a scale or you're going to have some milestone where you're like,
Right.
shit, I fucking did it, right?
Yeah. It's like that's the thing that I like even more than the food or the whatever.
Like you are
Yeah.
enjoying those as a setup to the punchline of a physical
Well,
thing that you do.
And it's funny because like by doing the routine, like you're talking about how the fitness is kind of an emergent property,
Yeah.
right? As a result, there's almost kind of like a Spider-Man vibe of you keep discovering things that you can do now.
Yeah.
Like in the case of, because, you know, I got the chin-up bar, the pull-up bar at the media room at the house, the Snoratorium. And I got mad because it took too many pull-ups. I'm now at the point where it takes too many pull-ups and I don't have time to get to where it's hard. Because it was like I'd have to get up to 15 before it would finally be to failure. And so now I've started doing I don't know if they're a real thing, but it's like an around the world cabbage patch thing where it's like I grab it and then I don't pull up at all. I
Yeah.
pull obliquely to the side and I do this and
Yeah.
I do 5 one way and then I can make it like 2 the other way and then but anyway, so now I'm having to invent ways to make it harder. I'm gonna be strong.
So you don't get bored. Like that's the key to that. You're like, it's not that you want to get stronger. You also want to not get bored.
right?
Because
I know
even when
the
it
only
comes to
part that
fitness,
matters,
you
yes,
don't like waiting in lines.
That's correct. I go yeah, exactly. I do one pull up. I'm like, oh, fucking 12 of these to get to the front of the line. The important part, the burn.
I had a personal trainer who I by and large liked, and I think that the stuff that I'm about to tell you, I feel is true.
Mm-hmm.
But he then started milking me for money, and I really didn't like it.
I do remember. I heard obliquely about some of this. This is while you were out West Coast, right?
This is West
Yeah,
Coast, yeah.
yeah.
And he was like, you can effectively bodybuild by going to the gym 3 times a week and working out for 30 minutes.
Yeah, I
Now,
believe that.
What he was very much a like, and this is getting into like fitness,
I'm told that
world,
shit's
right?
popular. Let's go.
but like time under tension is a like fitness philosophy. So it is not about the amount of reps, right? And it isn't really even about the weight. It's about how long you are spending with the weight while you are under tension. So you're basically just lifting shit really slowly,
Right.
both up and down, right?
I mean,
And so you're doing that to failure. So you're not really even lifting as heavy as you can. And you're certainly not doing a lot of reps with it. You were just going like at some medium weight as slowly as you possibly can. But his thing is that if you rotated through your 3 major muscle groups and each day, you know, out of a week, you went for 30 minutes and you just did time under tension for all your major muscle groups, you would exhaust them to the point of them repairing. And then by the time that you went back, you'd be fine. You'd be actually building muscle. What I think is incumbent upon that is that you keep an extraordinarily immaculate diet and you are also eating like a crazy amount of fucking protein. But that was never something that really cottoned with me because like I just need a daily thing. I need like I can't take more than 1 or possibly 2 days off, or else everything is so much harder to keep on the track.
Yeah.
Fitness wise.
Well, the time under tension thing is an interesting way to think of it, because like at the cellular level, all that matters is you're tear apart all those cells so they rebuild thicker and stronger, right? And I think, was it Charles Atlas who had the epiphany of he just watched a lion who is just nothing but rippling muscle. He just watched it get up and it just suddenly just rippled over its whole body and then and yawned and then laid back down. He's like, why does it look like that? And then he figured out that the isometric exercise of like, basically, you know, you can get a good workout just by flexing your arm against your arm, but you know, it's not you look like a dork, but but at any rate, I don't want to dip too deep a toe into talking about what'd you say, all fitness is religion?
I mean, certainly, I don't know. I mean, here's the reality of any time that you talk about, I think you can talk about fitness and it can remain agnostic. As soon as you talk about weight loss, then you're in a very, very, very weird thing whenever you talk about it publicly.
Yeah.
And I think especially for people like me and you who are naturally skinnier people, like nobody on earth, or the vast majority of humans on earth, don't want to hear us talk about whether or not we feel fat.
Yeah.
At all. Whatsoever.
Annalisa
This is something
just said a hell yeah. She said Tommy Lee Jones.
Now, I mean, like now we can say it in a different way. We can say we have a goal. We can say we have a
Hammond Chamberlain says he's down 50 pounds.
oh shit.
That's great.
Shout out to Hammond.
Yeah.
There's ways that we can say it for which is universal.
Yeah.
That it's like, I had an idea, I stuck to it. Like everybody likes a routine.
Yeah.
Like everybody likes, being brought in on that with people that they can identify with. But the one thing that nobody on earth ever wants to hear is I feel fat.
Oh yeah.
Or I am fat or anything like that. Because like that's something that is a sliding scale that, especially for people like me and you, we're never, no matter how fat we feel, everybody's weight is their own universe.
Right.
And it's like, to hear somebody say something is like hearing, like Mickey Mouse say he's depressed. It's
Right.
It's like, get the fuck out of here.
Right.
You're a cartoon character. Like,
Yeah.
stop it. But in terms of like the diet stuff, it's like, and the working out and the discipline. I mean, I think that's the universal thing, is that no matter what, everything takes discipline on some level. Like
Yeah.
you need to be able to convince yourself. You need to be able to say like, no, you're not going to do that. You're going to do this.
Right. Yeah.
And it's always good when you're on the groove.
Yeah, dude. Well, the thing that bummed me out is, because my foot went on gimp for a week or two. So today's the first time I was able to run in like 10 days. But what I didn't expect is like the not running. It's like, well, that's a bummer. But the real bummer is it fucks up the sleep. Like that's cool.
Oh, you were becoming dependent on the exhaustion of the running.
I am
Yeah.
dependent on the exhaustion. I've slept for shit. So it's like I couldn't run. So getting up at 5:45, like, and it's so funny because I don't know, maybe 1 in 10 days I'll ever hit the snooze on that thing. But and even then it'll be a calculated one. Like I'll actually check and see, oh, I didn't fall asleep until nearly 1 p.m. or 1 a.m. Let me get another 15 or whatever. But like I have no problem getting up out of bed because like now it's anchored that being up and running 5 miles is congratulations. You have a golden ticket to probably 6-ish hours of sleep tonight. Go. And then, so like not running just the falling asleep times got later and later. The waking up times have remained the same, but you know, it's like those aren't the best days when you're floating
When you
on.
go to sleep at fucking 2 o'clock in the morning and you
Yeah.
wake up at 5:45.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not great.
Yeah.
But you're running again. That's great.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, actually, I got to run in 8 hours.
Looks like a real
7
Tommy Lee
hours.
Jones on your
Yeah.
hands.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up.